As a long-time user and fan of the Dethunray brand, we now choose their range of audio devices for most of our music enjoyment. Dethunray Listening M1 is the brand's latest release of the desktop high-end audio device, featuring an all-in-one decoder and headphone amplifier design. In today's episode, we'll take a look at the product's appearance, handling, performance, and sound presentation. Listening M1 is a newly developed product by Anson, the creator of the Dethunray brand, who combined years of conceptual and acoustic experience into a lifetime of research and development. Anson explained the philosophy behind this product to us, saying that the development was aimed at making a simple and functional boutique audio device. The Listening M1 is one such example, which was finally launched in 2024 after more than 2 years of preparation and refinements. This product adopts the design of one piece of AK4191 with 2 pieces of AK4499EX chips, which brings more outstanding spatial sense and detailed presentation, as well as a more extreme overall acoustic experience. Meanwhile, it is well known that the sound depends heavily on the circuitry, and with over 1200 components, 12 separate analog power supplies, and 8 digital power supplies, the Listening M1 is an efficient and stable power supply system that provides a solid and reliable sound foundation. In terms of appearance, Listening M1 adopts Dethunray's classic, elegant, and minimalist design philosophy, with a sleek black body accompanied by smooth lines and small ingenious touches, such as the triangular base that integrates with the body and provides some cooling space, ensuring a holistic design in a simplistic aesthetic language that runs all the way through the unit. Dethunray's iconic volume knob is also present on the Listening M1, and the golden logo of the manufacturer is beautifully inlaid on the upper part of the unit, creating a subdued and elegant design without compromising on subtlety. Speaking of control, handling experience, the Listening M1 is very intuitive to use, offering USB DAC, RCA, coax, and Bluetooth connectivity. We tested the Listening M1 in most cases as a USB DAC amp with Audivana on the Mac system, as well as with the DTR1 DTR1 Plus series as a player connected to the Listening M1 via RCA cables. On the front side of the M1, there is a switching button that allows you to easily shift between several different connection methods. There's a toggle for high and low gain switching, as well as 3.5, 4.4mm audio output ports and the volume adjustment knob. On the back of the unit, there is a power switch and audio connectors for RCA, coax, USB-A, USB-C, plus another USB-C connector for system upgrades. A special feature on the back of the units is a set of functional dial that offers headphone and IEM, USB 1.0 and 2.0, and some preferences such as direct and reference modes, which are very handy when it comes to practical control. For example, when we use large headphones, in addition to switching on the high gain mode, we can use the function dial 1 to switch to headphone mode to provide more output power. In terms of sound presentation, the Listening M1 is undoubtedly the most refined sound we've experienced to the date. It is delicate, translucent, and revealing, yet at the same time full of flavor. The Listening M1 single-ended sound inherits the Dethunray brand's signature warm tone, while delivering richer, more full-bodied detail. The improvements in detail and the difference in spatiality is very noticeable when combined with full-size headphones or IEMs featuring dynamic drivers. The treble is very pleasing and refined, ensuring sufficient resolution and a shimmering tone to the music. The extension of the ultra-high frequency is also at a very sophisticated level. When listening to strings and electronic music, you clearly feel the abundance of detail and the pleasant tonal presentation. The mid-range has always been a signature part of the Thunray's acoustic design. Whether it's the mellow vocals of the DTR1 series or the silky smooth mids delivery of the Honey H1, the warmth, richness, and detail of the mid-range has always been the part of the Thunray that I can't get enough of. The Listening M1's mid-range carries over the same warmth, while offering even more richness in detail. It's one of the most advanced mid-presentation we've ever experienced, luxurious, delicate, and velvety smooth. The Listening M1's bass is full and powerful. It has enough presence, but never feels like it's dragging and muddy. Instead, it has well-defined layers. The extension of the extreme low end is excellent, and some of the IEMs we tested with outstanding bass performance were further enhanced when paired with the Listening M1. Compared to single-ended ports, the Listening M1's balance ports significantly increase output power while taking spaciousness to a new dimension and instrumental separation to a more pronounced level. When listening to classical music with more instrumental presentations, the balance port's performance was astonishing, both in terms of its expansive soundstage and brilliantly detailed rendition of instrumental timbres. In the meantime, the recently upgraded firmware version of Ultraman gives the Listening M1 even more power. So if you have a headset that requires a lot of extra push, you might want to try out this particular firmware version. With most of the headphones and IEMs we have, the standard version is more than sufficient. When we paired the Listening M1 with our favorites and in our opinion the best IEM Shozy has ever released, the B2 sound was sublimated by the M1 with a wider soundstage, more pronounced micro detail, and even the mellow and rich sounds that the B2 is known for was even more lush and flavorful when paired with the Listening M1. The bass is punchy and detailed, and the two ends of the spectrum are more clearly extended. The combination of Shozy B2 and the Thunray Listening M1 brings Tom Waits' voice to life, like a jug of winter wine on the unmistakable melody of closing time, while the richness of the musical detail and distinctive flavor bring out the soulfulness of singer's voice. The Thunray Tender One, the most power-hungry planar driver IEM we've tested so far. It required even more power than the Sennheiser HD650 in order to achieve the desired level of sonic performance. Under the Listening M1, we heard a vocal thickness and texture never before demonstrated by the Tender One, and the extension of the high and low end of the frequency range was also significantly enhanced with a wide lateral soundstage. Listening to the colorist and Emiliano Torini's 2023 album Raising the Storm, the sound comes out of the Tender One made it easy to get lost in the singer Emiliano's delicate vocals and the band's playful and complex instrumental performances. While listening to the original version of Theo Audio Monarch, the pairing with the Listening M1 added a bit of flavor to the muted mid-range of this unparalleled reserving IEM, bringing the Monarch's mid-thickness to a level where it is more suitable for vocals. And the M1's excellent soundstage rendition also allowed the Monarch to demonstrate a spatiality we have never experienced before. We used this combo to try out the Stereolabs pulse of the early Brain, where the rich, detailed notes of electronic music's crashing sound mingled with the soft, subtle beauty of strings. and the immersive experience of being in the presence of a variety of vocals, instruments, and synths triggered a rush of cranial euphoria. When we took out Sennheiser's classic HD650 with the Listening M1, the HD650, our favorite full-size headset for many years, brought us an unprecedented touch under the impetus of the M1. Beyond its signature emotive mid-range rendition, this combination delivers a double dose of flavor, as well as a more translucent overall tone, a more superior presentation of the details, leaving us to once again emotionally impressed by the HD650. A product launched 20 years ago under the auspice of the Listening M1, which is still exuding its unique charisma in the present day. To talk about the drawbacks, as far as the sound quality is concerned, we have nothing to complain about so far. If we need to bring up some flaws, it's that due to the M1's small body, the machine shifts when you unplug the headphone jack, and we'll try to solve this problem with some kind of padding. The Listening M1's premium pricing of $2,599 positions it as an advanced product that's not for the general audience, but for those who demand a high level of refinement in sound and tone. It's a rare product that definitely worth a try regardless of whether it's the design, the finishing touches, or the highly impressive sounds it delivers. And please support and subscribe to our channel if you like our content. Your support is our motivation to continue providing good reviews.